those baby blues. Yeah, those baby blues. A broken man without a path. A vagrant aimless without a mouth. Took 2 long breaths and just one more till my lungs couldn't hold another. For you and me. And those baby blues. Yeah, those baby blues. Those baby blues. Yeah, those baby blues. A broken man without a path. A vagrant aimless without a mouth. Some kisses your cheek and then grazes your neck. Makes my lips so damn jealous. For you and me. And those baby blues. Yeah, those baby blues. Take my picture with you when you go out west. Those baby blues. If you love me, then just say it with your chest. Those baby blues. Now, don't forget about me, yeah. I will do my best. Those baby blues. Yeah, that's true. For me and you.
Yeah, what is up? 24/7 Buff Pandemonium. It's your boy Swank. It is 8:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Tuesday, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for the K-Gun Report, Season 6, Episode 35. We got a little group therapy session. We got some stuff to hash out in our 3 up and 3 down. We're going to talk all about this Miami collapse that happened. We're also going to preview that Tampa Bay game coming up this weekend, and we're going to talk about some moves. Of course, all of your questions and comments and takes. We got the whole crew here tonight. It's going to be a good one. Share the stream around with your friends. We'll see you in about 20 seconds.
Hey Bills Mafia, this is Don Beebe of the Buffalo Bills, and you're listening to the one and only K-Gun Report. Oh, and you all know, go Buffalo.
That's right. You all know, go Buffalo. Gotta love that Don Beebe open. OMG, my God. Cool cats and kittens, man. We got the full panel. All the Reeds are in the room. Start right down south to my boy, Jared Reed. Jerry, how are you doing on this fine evening?
I tell you what, if you live by how we teach our kids, Scott, with coaching and stuff like that, it's on to the next play, right? You got to forget what happened in the past. It's on to the next play. We're coming into week 11. We're 6-3. We had a couple bad plays. Let's go on to the next one. And it gives us a couple days coming on Tuesday. It gives us a day and a half, 2 days to get recouped. But I'm on to the next one already. Let's do it. Go Bills.
I like it. If you all are a follower of the Swank philosophy, you haven't read or listened to or saw anything about this game leading up to tonight's show, because usually when they lose, I don't want to hear or see anything. So I guess I'm on to the next already, or I'm just, willingly going through the world with blinders on until about Wednesday, Thursday. But I'm stoked to be here with you guys. Jerry, good to have you back, buddy. Right next to me over there is my brother from another mother, Mr. Scooter Magooter. Scott, what do you got on a Tuesday?
A therapy session. Let it start. Cheers, everybody. No, there's I've taken on Swank's approach to losses. I really don't get on social media. But when I do, obviously I'm going to prepare for the show a little bit today. A lot. I mean, there's a lot. Of course, everyone's firing our GM, our head coach. Now that they've leaked down the Terry Pagula, there's a lot to take in. But one thing I do now, guys, is I got the NFL Plus app and I do the all 22, and it opens your eyes a little bit to things. And maybe we'll get to that during the show.
Can't wait. Guys, we are part of the Buff fan base and super proud to be also sponsored by 26 Shirts. Go to 26shirts.com, see what Del Reed and the gang got going on, cooking up, fresh off the printers. $2.3 million donated to Western New York families in need thus far. You can be a part of that and look good while you're doing it. So go check out 26 Shirts and see what's going on. We got a bunch of people showing up for therapy on Tuesday. I wonder, I got to go back and look at like viewership, like compared to wins and losses. Cause like last week, I know it just like cracked it out of the park, man. It was a big show with Mark and, well over 1,000 live with us in that moment at that show. Now it's creeping up, but I wonder if people are taking my approach to things.
Usually it's too early for some folks still.
Yeah, for sure. We got our guy, Corey Blaine. What up, boys? What up, Mafia family? We have some work to do on all sides of the ball. Sorry, just being real. We are not the team to beat anymore. Ooh, Corey from BWO. Good friends of ours. We got Uncle Jane. What's up, Mafia? Highest to highs to lowest to lows. It's the truth, man. We'll get it all aired out tonight. We got Cookie. What's up, Cookie? What up, everybody?
What's up, Cookie?
Doug Augie, who was on the Buffalo Bills, the Endless Mountain Monday live stream last night. And sometimes, like with this one, it's like everything's right in front of you. Like I got everything like kind of right in front of me. That's like a completely different beast, which if you guys want to tune into that, a bunch of you are, I really appreciate it. But it's the Endless Mountain Derek's live stream on Monday nights, 7:30 p.m. Every Monday. But that one, it's like I had 3 other people in the room, we're kind of talking. It's more like that in here, and we're playing music and we're busting balls and doing whatever. And Doug came on, and Dave, like I got another screen set up so they can read all the comments coming in over on their side. And Dave's like, Doug, Augie, OJ, like he's trying to do it. And then I'm like, I'm like, shit, now it's switched to my brain. And I was like unsure in the moment and was like, I think it's Doug Ogg. And he's like, and I'm like, damn it. But anyway, good to see you, Doug. Jamie with a shout out to the veterans. Yeah, happy Veterans Day to all that have served and are serving. What up, everyone? Just saw that the Bills signed McCole Hardman, who was on the Chiefs. Yes, Ellen, the amazing Ellen Lartz. We were just discussing that before the show. A little housekeeping stuff, but we did sign McCole Hardman. We do need some help on that wide receiving side of things. So I'm glad any little help. And I think he kind of cut us up a game or two back in the day when he was on the Chiefs. So we can get into that. Let's see. Tariq Uhaliu 2519. Hi. What's up? Thanks for viewing, man. Appreciate it. Corey, Jerry, I love you, man. It was a lot more than a few bad plays. Corey's in fighting. He wants to fight tonight. I can feel it.
That's all right.
Lippy Nicky, I have some serious news about Allen. I just got told. Oh boy.
Here we go. Lippy. That's I'll take that.
Oh goodness.
Josh Cook, Hardman is washed, waste of a roster spot. Oh man.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep. Lots of takes on Hardman pickup.
Yeah. Lippy, I can see your comments. Thanks. Appreciate
Yeah.
you.
A couple of YouTubers. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Our boy Nate over at Circling the Wagons, you better get the all 22 film. We got to know, Scooter. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Don't forget to check out our brothers at Circling the Wagons.
Absolutely.
Nate and the boys.
Hell yeah.
Jose Alexander Ventura rooting for you guys this week. Us too, man. Thanks, and thanks for tuning in.
I work with Jose. He's a Carolina fan, so he definitely wants Tampa Bay to lose. Thanks for tuning in, bud.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yep.
We got Buffalo Spartan.
This is Sparta.
Mafia mount up.
I need a weapon now.
That was like Barney Fife.
I went with it, Swank.
I like it. What up, boys? Happy Veterans Day to my fellow vets. Hell yeah. Happy Veterans
Thank
Day.
you, Spartan. Spartan just retired a couple years ago.
Yes, sir. John Robert, what do you guys think about signing McCole Hardman? Let's get right into it. We released Wilkerson from the practice squad. McCole Hardman is signed, former Kansas City Chief. Go ahead, Scooter. What do you got on McCole, and what can he do for this wide receiver room, possibly?
Lots of takes on him. He was just, I believe, dropped by the Packers. So, you always got to question someone that's not part of that roster. But the Packers are loaded at wide receiver, so we'll give him that. We saw Josh Cook mention he's washed. He is a guy that reminds me of two guys we already have on our team in Elijah Moore and a little bit of Khalil Shakir. So, not sure what this move is all about. He does have an impressive stat line throughout his career. Almost 13 yards a catch. He does run the ball 7.3 yards a carry with a bunch of touchdowns. That was with Kansas City. They were a bit more animated as far as offensive plays calls goes with Andy Reid. But you can't knock him for trying. We'll see what he offers. And I'll get right into that all 22 there, guys. It's not just Josh. It's not just the wide receivers. They're on totally different pages. There's times when the wide receivers are getting open, and they are, and it's evident by the film. And then there's times where Josh Allen is just not seeing them. Mm-hmm. And then there's times where Josh hangs on to the ball, which is something I've always said from day one. He always fixes something every year going into the next. The one thing he has not done is gotten the ball out of his hands quick. There are some games where he does do that, but it seems like it's getting worse and worse as the season goes on. So it's a combination of the two. Our wide receivers aren't really as bad as the social media and the pundits will tell you they are as far as getting open, because they are, but there are some plays where they're taking plays off. So it's a group effort, and until they can come in and see eye to eye and start working together in a cohesive manner, it's always going to be a problem. Doesn't matter if you got McCole Hardman, doesn't matter if you bring in Waddle, doesn't matter if you bring in any of those guys. That needs to fix itself. And good thing is the side of the rainbow, the other end, the good thing is we still have 9 games.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Rather be stubbing her toe now than right before the playoffs or in the playoffs. So, yeah, but it needs to get figured out. Jerry, what do you think, man?
Yeah, Scott, you brought up a good point about receivers maybe taking a little playoff here and there. There's a reason why Gabe Davis is on this practice squad, and there's a reason why McCole is on it now. If I'm going to put it forward, we're going to get maybe someone that's not as talented as you to come in and give us 110%. And when you have players like that, and I don't want to, Matt Collins is one of those. He's a very good receiver. Like, he's not going to be targeted the number one target guy in a game, but he's going to give you 110% every game. And that's not only in the routes, that's in blocking and stuff too. And if Gabe Davis and McCall want to come in and do that in place of other guys that might want to take a break, I welcome them. And receivers in the NFL will catch the ball. That's what they're there for. Let's just see what these two guys can do in the next couple of weeks. And I'm excited for Hartman. We'll see what he can do. He's got 3 Super Bowls under his belt with experience. He's going to bring that into the locker room a little bit. And it's going to be exciting to watch. Let's sit back, enjoy it, and see how this receiver room changes over the next couple of weeks.
I guess the biggest thing, Swank and Jared, is that if they do activate him, whether it's this week or the weeks coming in, Joe Brady's got to be responsible, not hurry up and throw those jet sweeps in there and do what Hardman does best and create going in motion, finding out their man or zone. But those jet sweeps, the screens, don't flash him like that if you're going to utilize him like that and be as predictable as you have been these last 3 or 4 weeks.
That's a great transition into our 3 up and our 3 down. You like how I stall?
3 up, 3 down. Brought to you by the FLX Mafia. Bills fans in the Finger Lakes.
Man, Jerry, your voice got like a little bit higher on that one. I like that. I like it. Yep, 3 up, 3 down. That's where we pick an up from the offense, defense, special teams, a down from the offense, defense, special teams. Let's start right on the offensive side of things with our offensive up. Hey, glass half full, huh? Let's get an up in here. Jerry, welcome back. What's your first up?
Oh, thank God you went to me first. First up is week 10's over. Anyway, the second up is going to be, I think our tight end room showed up a little bit this weekend. I think 6 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown. When everybody else was failing to get open and catching the ball, our tight ends did show up a little bit. Kincaid getting his hamstring tweaked a little bit. I think if you ask Dr. Bruce, I'm thinking maybe 2 to 4 weeks with that. Hopefully it falls within the 2-3 weeks, but you got to give him at least a month, I think. But Hawes and Knox, I think they did a really good job. Again, 6 catches, 100 yards, and the touchdowns. I think that was the total line for the tight ends. So the ups were the tight end play.
I like it. I like it. I hit the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, man. Tight end play. Absolutely. Bummer about Kincaid. We'll have to see where all that goes. Scooter Magoo, what do you got for an offensive up?
I did like Knox, the way he performed. He comes in, the guy that we always loved coming in from Ole Miss. He was became one of Josh's reliable guys. And then obviously the opportunity presented himself with Kincaid, and they went and doubled up with the tight ends. I honestly don't think I think Knox can continue to do almost what Dalton Kincaid has been doing. I like the way he had 3 catches, 37 yards, 12.3 yards. Gary, expect him to have a touchdown this week, but he did show up when he had to, and he replaced Kincaid very well. There was not a lot of offensive up. Obviously, Josh Allen had his yards, but there's not a lot there for you to take swing, so I'm not going to talk about anybody else. But I'll give Dawson a nod having to replace Kincaid.
All right. I like that. James Cook, when he touched the ball, I guess, minus the fumble, maybe if our coordinator was giving him more opportunities, because I said it on Twitter and got a bunch of flack from some old guy who's retired and watches football all the time. He's an expert, but he's the best back in the league in my eyes. I think you need to use him. But I think it was hard for me to find something positive, which is stupid because, Josh had another great stat day, just stupid turnovers.
Yep.
But I think that kind of loops into my real up, which is Josh putting the team on his back, trying to make things happen. I don't think that interception happens if you're not in the position that you are trying to do something with literally nothing.
Yep.
So Josh, my up, I guess. Offensive downs. Now we're getting into the gritty of it. Scooter Magoo, what do you got for a down?
I have a bunch of stuff. I'll start off with the 7 consecutive possessions without a score.
Yeah.
And, our buddy Mark Maddox, friend of the show, friend of ours, always says that coaches are there to set these guys up for success. And my argument for this week, and I'm a homer. I don't say bad things about the Bills unless it's an obvious stat line or something that an obvious performance failure that we all witnessed. We have an MVP quarterback. Right now, we have top running back in the league against whatever a couple other people say.
Mm-hmm.
Our down has to be the coordination, the offensive coordinator. It has to be. You can't have that much talent. And yes, again, y'all can blame the wide receivers for not getting open. Again, the all-22 will prove that otherwise. But just the play calls, a 4th and 1, you're lining up for a push-tush. Jared mentioned it to me right before the other play happened, is how can Gilliam be lined up awkward to the left side? That's telling you right away that it's not going to be a tush push. There's going to be a play action pass out of it. So the predictability, and I just don't get it. I don't get how you can have that talent on your team and not score against a team that just lost their GM. That's basically a dumpster fire and getting rid of all their good players. Jalen Phillips had a wonderful game for the Eagles yesterday. They're getting rid of people. They're trying to load up on draft picks. And here they are looking like they're the AFC East on top of the AFC East versus the piss poor Buffalo Bills who look like the Jets of the AFC East. It's, to me, that game was obviously the turnovers, bad thing, horrible. You can't have those. The penalties, yeah, again. But the play calls with the talent we have is just becoming pretty disgusting, predictable. And it's to the point, guys, where people are beating the table to get Brian Dable back. How bad has it gotten to where we want Brian Dable back? Yeah. So I'm not sure what has to happen. We got a defensive-minded head coach, so he's not going to take over the play calls. I don't know what's going to happen, but you've got that much talent. Something has to change.
Lisa knows. Let Josh make his own plays.
Hey, Lisa, there's a reason why I have the Kelly jersey back here and this helmet right here. They need to just say fuck it and let Josh Allen do the K-gun and get going on this offense. The third quarter going into the fourth quarter, we're down by 2 scores, and there's 26 seconds left, and they let the clock run out. We still need to score. What are you doing?
Yeah,
give Josh the gears and go.
Yeah. I 100% agree. I think I was saying the same thing at the half. Why are you not trying to go down there? We know what can happen in that amount of time. It's happened to us, and we've scored in that kind of time before too. So like, why aren't you being aggressive and going out there and just playing your game? They switch to the up tempo. They do this, drives me nuts with Joe Brady. You switch to the up tempo when you're in a desperate situation because you need to get points. Why don't you up the pace?
Right off the get.
Yeah, start out with a fast tempo. See how that goes. Or usually their first drive scripted is pretty well. Like they were very good at scoring a touchdown on the opening drive of the games. They had a record going for a while. They're like 6 weeks in a row or something. But like, why not after that pace it up? Do something different. I'm so sick of wide receiver screens. All right. I'm so sick of the cute little stupid plays like that 4th down play. Oh my God. And they called the timeout. Miami called a timeout because they knew that it wasn't going to be the snowplow. And then that's where you get confident and aggressive. You still call the play that they just recognized you're going to play. Like, I don't understand how this dude is up there this many weeks in and still has control over this offense. It does not make any sense to me.
I saw a funny thing, Swank, that said our coaches were out-coached by a guy that called a first time out of the game with 15 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, look at, I don't know, we'll get there. But Jesus, absolutely my down is Brady all day, and I'll double down on it, and then I can pass it off. Jerry, did you do yours yet?
No, I didn't, but I'm right there with you.
Go ahead. Yeah. What's your down?
Yeah, the urgency in Brady. I'm telling you what, if you look throughout the league, the tush push works 99% of the time, right? And Josh Allen and Hurts are the ones that really do it. They're the ones that are successful. I would much rather see, instead of Gilliam lining up kitty corner, a fake tush push. I'd much rather see them go for it twice with the tush push, knowing that that's a highly successful play, than to try to do something fancy. With that reverse, the quick little jet sweep on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. Why are you doing that? I'd much rather see a tush push fail or a cook up the middle fail all day. I'll take that rather than that shit.
I don't mind a jet sweep here or there. I don't want them going to tight ends. I don't know why we're doing that, but like, it doesn't need to be like on 3rd and short where you run a jet sweep. To me, you can just sprinkle that in on 2nd down somewhere, a couple times a game, once, twice, whatever a game. But yeah, man, it gets too cute, 3rd and 4th down, and I hate it.
My question for you guys on those jet sweeps, do you see them setting that up at all?
It's week 10.
I'm just saying, do you see them during the game having their slot receiver sprint across the front of the face of the quarterback to set up a fake. Oh, he's going across, and then they do it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bills Mafia listening in, but it looks like when they decide to do the jet sweep, that's the first time you see those guys running full speed to get that jet sweep, and it's predictable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we were dubbing our offensive line one of the best offensive lines in the league before the season started. Why are you running plays away from them on critical situations?
Yep.
All great points. A couple honorable mentions. As much as I was like, it's nice to see Josh putting the team on his back, that's also my down. He doesn't need to be doing that. Why have we regressed to where he has to feel the need to do these things? I don't understand it. It goes back to Brady, 100%. We've been saying it for weeks and weeks. Wins or not, Brady is not calling good games. This is not a confident Josh Allen. This is not a confident offense, and they are still winning games. They are still putting up points, but I don't know how, to be honest. Real quick, before we get to the downs, I am not a Dable fan. I don't think any of us on the panel are. I think he got way too much credit for Josh's development when he was here, and you've seen the true side of him, minus maybe eking into the playoffs that first season when he was with the Giants. But at this point, who would you rather have?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you guys know exactly how I feel about Dable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But right now, I think I would take Dable. I don't want either of them right now, but I think I'd take Dable.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. And I don't know. There's been talk too, because our boys from BWO, they have loud opinions, and I love it. But what's Brady done? I think Spartan said that. What's Brady done? Like last week, he shot a comment. I believe one of them did. It's been over a year. Like, what's he done?
I mean, think about this. James Cook, one of his best games, and this shows you the creativity of Brady. One of his best games was when they did that quick toss pitch to the left and the right, and Cook capitalized on it. They ran that 9 times.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, yes, that was a successful offensive game plan, but why'd you have to run the ball the same play 9 times? Couldn't think of another way to get the ball to the 6 hole in a faster route? Same exact play.
Here it is. Success. You got some success. And predictable. You knew. It's like that plays in there. That was their running play for the game. Like, you knew every single time they were going to do it. And then since then, you did it once. What are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Are you like trying to redesign the offense like every single week? It seems like he's got these kitschy little plays that he leans on every single week. The wide receiver screens, getting so sick of them. Like, it's just, I don't know. So
where are the running back screens?
I don't know.
We drafted James Cook, who had one of the least amount of rushing attempts in college football, and we drafted him high because of his catching ability out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Why aren't we utilizing it? We use Ty Johnson out of the backfield for deep balls. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam said he'd rather have Dable, but that'll never happen because he doesn't run the type of system McDermott wants. That's why he isn't here anymore. I wonder if that's that's a good take. I don't know how much I agree. I don't think McDermott gives a damn what the offense, like what the plan is. I think he said he likes to play physical, but I really think he lets his coordinators coach and call plays. I don't think, and especially being defensive minded, as long as they're scoring points, like I don't think he cares if they hand it off every single down or they bomb it like whatever. Like, as long as it's productive, I don't know if he really has too much of an opinion about it, to be honest.
Right.
And I might be wrong, but I don't know.
Something Dable did do is he did throw the ball, call some deep balls
Threw the ball. He had some receivers that could get separation though too.
Yep.
Let's see. Corey, Joe Brady is not a good fit for our offense. Running back should be involved in the pass more. Absolutely, John Robert. Thank you guys for chiming in. And don't forget, man, throw your comments, your questions, all that right up there. Let's switch over to the defensive side of the ball. This defense, which I got to tell you, man, I'm proud as hell of this squad, as beat up as they are. The completely new look that they have with the same guys or backup next man up guys, like I don't know. I don't think this game is on them at all. They kept the Dolphins to 16 points most of the game, and the offense just couldn't do anything to try to right the ship here. If you don't mind, I'll go first here. Mad Max, man, he's an up for me. I love it. I love the pick. I also love that he got owned by Waddle a time or two. We had the hold in the end zone there, and then he beat him on a crosser, and it was just like a vet move against a rookie. But I don't think that he was so far out of line. I don't think that I don't think the game's too big for him. I'm glad that those two plays happened to him, because that's a little taste of what the NFL is going to be like against one of the best receivers in the league. So I'm stoked on his development. I'm stoked on his attitude. I'm stoked that he's exactly as advertised right now. That speed again, and his mental play is just catching up with all that this kid. I think he's going to be really special. So Mad Max, my up. What do you got, Jerry?
Yeah, to add on that, on A-Chain's long touchdown, Mad Max didn't give up on the play, almost made the tackle inside the 5-yard line. So
Yeah,
that was awesome. But Cole Bishop, again, I think he's starting to become the safety that we want. He's laying the lumber. He got another pick because of his correct read. He came up and got the interception. But I think he's another player that the last 2 or 3 weeks has become, especially if you look at what we were talking about preseason, it was McDermott said he's got a close eye on him. So I'm happy for him. I think Poyer being back there is a huge benefit to Bishop's progress, and it's just going to continue. And I love seeing Cole Bishop play ball like he is, aggressive. He comes up and he tries to get that ball out before someone's hitting the ground, and he's not letting anybody behind him.
100%, man. It's another nice story. Another guy that had a lot of expectations when he was drafted. Been riddled with the injury bug, and to see him finally getting out there and the reps catching up to it, the experience coming in, you can tell he's just playing ball now, and he plays ball, he hits, and I love it. What do you think, Scooter? What do you got for an up for the defense?
I'm jumping with you guys. I wrote down in place many times, out of place very few. Our young defensive backs, opportunistic versus a lackluster front seven performance. So we talk about this show, how it starts up front. You create pressure. The linebacker's job is easy. The linebacker's job is easy. They get their zones or they make a tackle. The cornerback and safety's jobs are easy. The cornerback and safety's jobs weren't easy to this week. We had 0 sacks. I'm not sure the pressure was even there. But we still found out that Bishop is not just a box player. He doesn't just play in the box and make tackles. He read that zone. He covered that zone. He was able to get on top of it to make that interception. Same goes for Hairston. He was able to stay in his respected area, not getting pressure, and still getting an interception on that man-to-man defense. So our young defensive players versus a lackluster defensive performance in the front seven. I also want to remind people that with the turnovers and all that happened against the Buffalo Bills, their defense did all right, other than late game heroics by A-Chain. You got to remember Epinesa was out. Mm-hmm. Benford was a surprise out. Taron Johnson was out. We have a lot of injuries that hopefully will start coming back in the next couple of weeks. TJ Sanders, we just heard, hit the 21-day window. So I know there was a comment in there. Corey said it. I know you're on fire, Corey, but we keep saying, you know, when's this team going to hit? Well, it'd be nice to have a full roster of healthy players, and that might happen in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So we're 6-3 in that regard. Yes, there are obvious things that we need to fix. I'm not going to play dumb and think there's not, but at least we'll have a healthy squad coming in, and Kincaid should be back in 2-3 weeks, to where we can get an honest opinion of how these guys defensively can perform. So I'm not going to hold my breath until I see a healthy roster, but we had all that against us.
Sure. And it is next man up. And I'll tell you that we can shift over to the defensive down, man. Hoyt, how much do we miss Hoyt, man? Like, oh my god. But
very limited play amount of plays that we saw him play, but they were impactful for sure.
Yeah. What do you got for a down there, Scooter Magoo?
Run game. I saw a sickening stat today of the 8 top running performances so far in the NFL this year. 6th, 7th, and 8th goes to the Buffalo Bills. A-Chain, Bijan Robinson, and Henry. It's a combination of things. I think our defensive line is without Ed Oliver. Obviously, he was there when we gave up a couple of these big games, but something's got to give.
Yeah.
And I know we carry smaller linebackers, and I said it a couple shows ago. I would like to see some sort of 6'3", 6'4", 240-pound guy in there somewhere at some point. It just has to happen.
Little quick sidebar. How sickening is it to see Edmonds like finally turning into the guy that we wanted him to be in Buffalo? Like he's making splash plays in Chicago. Like I swear to God, I never see any Bears game. Anytime I turn it on, he's running back towards the end zone with the ball, celebrating, doing something, and I'm like, who is this guy? Where did he come from? Because
pump the brakes, Swank. It was on pass coverage, and they were interceptions. He's always been good at that. It's the
the run game.
Yeah.
Ask Mark.
Well, no, I hear you.
Jerry, man, what do you got for a down?
Yeah, I had the run game also, but I also have the quarterback pressures on Tua. If you want to look at a stat line, if you just saw Tua's numbers and if you would have said they won 30-13 against the Bills, you'd have been like, no way. 173 yards, 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown. No way. So the run game did play a huge factor in that, and the fact I think they only had 2 pressures on Tua all day. But that's what a good run game does. It takes the pressure off the quarterback. So that goes hand in hand. But the consistency up on the pressures. I think Bosa actually did a really good job, 4 or 5 tackles, but he just couldn't get into the quarterback for the pressure or sack. So
yeah, I think a lot of that is not blitzing. You're trying to get that pressure with that front four. We talk about it all the time. It kind of comes to my down. I wrote consistency, but where are linebackers? Like we have stud linebackers. What's happening to Bernard? Like
You're not hearing their names at all.
No, nothing. You know, Bernard's not wrapping people up anymore. Like it's weird to me. These 2 dudes are studs. You know, Milano, I don't even know what his snap count was because also, did you guys realize that we had Balin Spector, like he signed back to the squad? And
yes, I saw that.
He got elevated, and I'm like, what the hell? Balin Spector's back? Like, okay. But yeah, I gotta see some snap count here because you're not hearing Milano, you're not hearing Bernard, like neither of them. Dorian Williams, even, you know, I don't know. Ogunjobi, he got in the mix a little bit towards the end. Like some of these dudes, you could tell, man, they're still like fire and they want to play. It's just it's weird to me that 2 leaders like Bernard and Milano, who actually are healthy now, aren't a huge factor.
And they're running the ball on us. They're running the ball on us, so you should be hearing their name.
Yeah, if you go up to the total runs, where they have 34 runs total, there's no reason why our 2 linebackers shouldn't have 10 tackles.
Yeah.
Here.
Take a look at the top tackles. Hold on. Yeah, they had 22, 27.
9, 33, 1, 32, 32 runs.
32 runs. Now go to the Bills and see the tacklers. I believe our 3 top tacklers.
Bernard
Bishop,
5.
Bosa, Bernard.
But look at the top 3 though. 8, 7, and 7. Those are all safeties. Your safeties should not be getting all the tackles.
What are you talking about? 8, 7, and 7
total. So tackles and assists. So the total tackles will be for Bishop would be 7.
Yeah.
So our 3 top tacklers are your safeties.
Yep.
That's a problem.
That means linebacker getting gobbled up on 35.
Yeah. So consistency, linebacker play. But again, man, real impressed with the young guys that are stepping up and trying to do something. They got to be more creative. And I think whatever McDermott's role in this is, again, he's still calling plays on the sideline. He's still in their ear, and he's keeping like this defense is just locked down so much better than it was previously, run game or not. I don't know. You hold the team to 16 for 3.5 quarters, like I'm good with it. That's your offense. That's not doing anything then. Special teams. Special teams is special teams. The only down, and I'll try to answer for the group unless you guys got something specific, but I don't want Ray Davis out there kicking an onside kick. Give me the old guy.
Again, the cute shit.
Yeah, why are we getting cute? I think what they were trying to do, and I think the announcer even said it, like they wanted a big body out there in case like whatever, but like it didn't even go 10 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And you put it right in the guy's gut. So I this just did not look. They went from being so methodical and surgical with the Chiefs and beating a good team in a good fashion to playing down to the Miami Dolphins, but lower than low. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So anything else?
Wishnowski had a hell of a game punting.
Yeah, he did. Absolutely. Yeah.
What's his name? Wishnowski?
No, I think he did it. Wishnowski.
Mike
Yeah.
Wishnowski.
Yeah. You want that's what I said to Sarah during it. Do you want to wish Nowski or wish Laterski? All right, kids. That is our 3 up and 3 down for that game where we lost to division rival Miami Dolphins 13-30, dropping us to 6-3, and a game and a half now behind the old Patriots.
Can I throw one more thing in there, Swank?
Yeah, sure.
Just so you know, Buffalo Bills public relations and the players, words we don't want to hear in press conferences are they were more prepared and that seems like they wanted it more. Phrases that came out of our Bills players' mouths during interviews, don't say that.
Yeah.
Do not say that.
Please don't say that. Johns, I think they need to look at their strength and conditioning personnel. Way too many of the same injuries. Just saying. That's kind of like a note across the NFL this year, man. Like,
what's up with Achilles injuries?
I don't know. People are getting hurt, and not like I don't remember this kind of wave of this many teams being this banged up, and especially the Bills. The Bills were always known for having like great strength and conditioning. I don't know what the hell is going on, but yeah, it seems to be league wide, John. But good take, good point. Spartan says Johns, they seem to be concentrating on the players' feelings nowadays. Jamie wants to turn the page. All right, I'm with you, man. So here we go. Tampa Bay is coming to town. Turn damn page. Let's go. Come on. What time is this? Another 1 o'clock? This is 4 o'clock game, isn't it?
Nope, this is 1 o'clock.
Another 1 o'clock game. It's got to be one of the last ones. Yeah, Baker and company come to town. There is a team that has all the wide receivers in the whole entire world, depth-wise and other. So this will be interesting, this matchup. I do have the Our-Lads depth chart for the Bucs. Let's I don't know. Let's start with you, Jerry. What do you think? We got Big Baker and the Bucs coming to town. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, this is going to be a test for our secondary. But I also think this is going to be, like you mentioned before, this is where the linebacker play is going to be huge. This past game against the Patriots only really rushed 4 because they found out quick that if you blitz Baker, he's going to get the ball off because he can read the blitz coming. He seemed to throw the ball exactly where the blitz was coming in that vacant area. So they turned the game into rushing just 4. So if we're going to just have 4 rushers, our linebackers, well, obviously the defense needs to get penetration, which I think they can, but our linebackers are going to be put out there on an island kind of, so they're going to have to make plays. And stopping Baker is hard. He's becoming a favorite of a lot of people ever since he left Cleveland there. But he's a fighter. He's gonna grind it to the end. You know what I mean? So he's never gonna quit on the team. So he's gonna go till he's almost out of bounds, like Mahomes does. He's gonna keep fighting. So that's a dangerous quarterback to play against. You can get him rattled though with the pressure up the middle. He does throw the ball quick. So our P's and Q's have to be on with a linebacker, core. And I also think that if Taron Johnson returns, that's going to be a huge key to that success. So our defensive middle has to be prepared for this game coming up.
I like it, man. I like it a lot. John Robert does point out a lot of Bucs receivers are injured. Yeah, anybody you see in red up there.
Evans is out. Yep,
Evans
and
is out.
Godwin is out.
Yep. And Egbuka.
Buka and Tez Johnson, both rookies. 2 out of the 3 starting wide receivers are rookies.
Yeah. Somebody was saying that Mbuka is out or hurt or banged up. Bucky is also like 99% going to be out. But Rashad White is still enough of a threat on the ground.
He definitely is. I have him in fantasy, and he'll put up points. He scores touchdowns. He catches balls out of the backfield.
Yep. And he was the bell cow there for a couple of years before Bucky got into town. So, yeah, a good high-powered offense with decent depth. Sterling Shepard, you probably get to see him starting in the X there, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think, Scooter?
This is a Tampa Bay team, guys. 6-3. They're on top of their division right now. So I don't see them. Obviously, they know they have a tough opponent in the Buffalo Bills, but I don't see their offense going astray from what's been successful for them. So we know they're going to come in throwing the ball 60%.
Interesting concept. You do what works. That's interesting.
It's crazy.
Have a good offensive coordinator.
Because I mean, let's keep it real. Baker Mayfield is the guy I really wasn't a big fan of, as we all can probably agree on. But just the way he plays the game and what he's done for the NFL and how he is, like, in some of the antics you see outside of the field now, he's becoming one of my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL for real. But my key to defensive success today, this week, is complete the play to the whistle, because he is someone that can extend the play very easily, and he's been successful. He is also someone that will get under your skin for the benefit of hyping his team.
Mm-hmm.
He's that guy. So come into this game, McDermott or Babich, whoever's calling the plays, understand they're going to throw the ball 60%. Understand that they only rush about 4 yards a carry, which is not impressive, but I don't think they're going to change their whole offensive game plan based on that. So I would go in thinking they're going to rely on Mbuka and the legs of Baker Mayfield, and let's get some sacks. We just had a 0 sack game against Miami Dolphins, who give up 2 to 3 sacks a game against a guy that really is not that great. Well, he looked great in the pocket in Tua. So let's bring a defensive pressure, and you got to trust your defensive backs. You got to trust them to where you can bring that pressure. I don't think you bring the 4, Jared. I don't think you bring the 4. I think you got to bring blitzes.
Yep.
So the blitzes, when they blitzed them up the middle, that's where the pocket would collapse for New England on Baker Mayfield, is when they rushed the 4, the middle would buckle in and Mayfield would have to go out. So that was great pressure. When New England went outside and brought the blitz up the middle, Baker Mayfield struggled. It's when they brought a blitz from the side, Baker was able to see that and throw it, and throw it to us. So I hope they see that. Blitz them up the middle, get them flushed up the middle, you'll be fine.
Yeah, Baker is one of those guys who, like you said, perfectly put, Scooter, about, he's growing on you. Seems like a good guy outside of the league. It seems he's good for the game, I think. I did not like him on the Browns, but I just don't like the Browns, period. So anything that they did was going to piss me off. But great story, good dude. With all that being said, he has the Jared Goff gene in him, where he can play a bad game, and if he does, he's done. Like, he does, and that's it. I think he has less of those now than he had earlier in his career, but they're still there. He can still play a bad game, and that just sits with him. So if you're hitting him early and often, getting in his face, making him struggle, he's going to continue to struggle. I think he's an emotional guy, and he can't wash it off super quick. So that's what I want to see. I want to see him getting in his face and pressuring the hell out of him and making him regret being the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's what I want. What are we going to do with this offense this weekend, Scott?
13 rushes against Miami for James Cook. I think the difference in this game, 20 plus carries for James Cook, 20 plus touches. I see that the Buccaneers are the bottom third team against the rushing offenses. So if you're going to play the weakness and we're going to play to our strength, which appears this year our strength is a run game, give him the ball.
Yeah.
Fantasy football owners, FanDuel, DraftKings, bet on James Cook this week. We're playing at home. Fans need this rebuttal after what we just saw. I want to see a ground and pound attack that is just going to take the will of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and help out my buddy, the Carolina fan, by having Tampa Bay drop a game and Carolina winning and getting that much closer. So running.
I like it. I like it. What do you think, Jerry boy?
Yeah, we also often talk about the success of a defense. Like we just mentioned, we were hoping for a linebacker play for our defense, but this past game, it was 35 rush attempts and our linebackers weren't the top tacklers. On the other hand, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that's where their tackles come from, is their safety and 2 linebackers. So those guys up front in the middle are very good tacklers. That being said, our offensive line has to be able to get out into them. And if they do, James Cook will have success because if our offensive line could take care of those linebackers, that's their meat. That's who's making the tackles. And if James Cook does have success, we saw Matt Collins beat him deep this weekend, right? So I think that could build confidence for Keon Coleman or anybody out there. Hopefully Joshua Palmer comes back. That'd be a huge thing. But if you can get a couple deep balls off because of this, that'd be great. And let's see what happens. When I watched the New England Patriots, they obviously ran the ball all over them. Like Scott said, bottom 3. So you have to get James Cook. They know that we're going to rely on James Cook because of what they gave up this past week. But make sure it's not cute. Make sure it's up the middle, 3, 4, 6, 7 holes. Pass it. Get them going. Play action pass is going to be huge.
You want to throw that pitch out twice? Go ahead. Like, he gets in such a rut. It's just such a rut. And it's almost like, I don't know how you guys feel about it, man, but like you can feel it. It's like he has to. Like the whole offense is like, well, we have to do this. Like we have to run this play. Like you can see that's the energy of the offense. And Josh Allen is like, well, this is what we got. We got to do it. And like that is not at all like how I want this offense to run. They need to be excited and they need to be sure and confident and just run their goddamn plays the way they need to be done. I think you're talking about Palmer, man. If we wanted to shake stuff up, you get Palmer back and a healthy Gabe Davis, who is used to catching a long ball. All of a sudden, you got 2 guys that can catch deep balls and Shakir with that tight end core and these running backs. This team is looking a lot different. I am not saying Palmer and Gabe Davis are the cure-all for this team, but what I am saying is we've seen both of these dudes catch deep balls. So I'm all about it. Now, we all have to write our congressman, Joe Brady, and tell him to actually throw the fucking thing to him. But this could look like it. Not all is not lost. It's 6-3, you know, a little more than halfway through the season, just about exactly halfway through the season. Things could turn around a lot. I think it has to start. This play calling just has to get better. So for me, lean on James Cook. But I want to see a healthy dose of distributing the ball and stop forcing it to Keon Coleman. I'm done. I'm done with it. He can get his reps. He can do whatever, but there's no reason for Brady to be in a conference saying it's on him why Keon hasn't developed because he's not giving him opportunities. The kid is like 50% on catching balls, and he's supposed to be a contested catch kind of guy. It's either spectacular or it's a drop.
Yep.
I don't want it. I don't want that kind of 50-50 ball.
I want to see Keon get the ball on the Bills side of the 30 and in the red zone. That's when I want to see Keon shine. I don't want to see him when we're at the 5-yard line trying to get him a back shoulder.
Yeah.
No. Unless he's wide open.
Sure. And then you don't really need to do a back shoulder if he's wide open.
Right. Exactly.
That's a great point, because if you give him the whole field, then he's going to fail to adjust to it. Where if you shorten up the field and give him the end zone where he has to stop, then he might be able to get upright and jump up instead of trying to get his body going the right way. So, yeah.
Well, and that to me is fair. that to me is, okay, you want to talk about reps. Like if you shorten the field and he gets more comfortable with that, then you can start using him more and more and really develop him that way. If there's anything there to develop. I mean, it could just be this is Keon Coleman and this is his game. I hate ragging on a young player that we were all really excited about and all that stuff, but it's so infuriating to see a Worthy and a Coleman, and you were like, we want our guy to be the guy. Like we want Coleman to be the guy, not Worthy. We passed on Worthy. Worthy went to our biggest rival. He's garbage. We don't want him to be good. We want our guy to be good, and our guy is just not there. Like he's not there. Another one of those like McBean budget picks that it will either fool everyone and you're a genius because you got him for such a value, or he's a bust. So anyway,
Quick yes, no, guys. Will
Yeah.
we ever see a Palmer, Davis, Shakir, Moore, and Samuel or Shavers and Keon Coleman not making the active roster?
no, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
What do you think, Jerry?
I don't think so.
I didn't even put Hardman in there either.
Yeah, and that's another guy that could get in the mix. I mean, they got to do something. This is exactly what woke the defense up, right? You got a different play caller or more attentive influence from McDermott, but the personnel, like half the defense isn't the same. All the personnel is different. So I don't know. I don't want the offensive line or the quarterback or the running back or the tight ends to change. Just the wide receivers and the play calling would be great.
We have it in there too.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, guys, let's real quick. We'll do an X Factor, go around the horn here, and then we'll get into our score predictions. So, Scott, why don't we start with you, man? What is your X Factor for this weekend's game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
See, I think our offense is going to get it right. Our X factor for this week is I think we should be concerned about this Tampa Bay offense. So it's my coordinators. I wrote down, trust the youngsters and bring the blitz. We found that if read correctly, Bishop can get back in his zone and man-to-man. Harrison does a good job covering. If we can get Taron Johnson and Benford back, trust your defensive backs that they're going to cover long enough where these blitzes can come home. So the X factor is going to be the type of pressure, like Jared said, up the middle. I don't care. Bring something, make Mayfield struggle, and get some sacks. We got 0 last game. We need to make up for that.
Yeah, I like it. Jerry, what do you got for an X Factor, brother?
Like Scott mentioned, I think our defense is we've all mentioned our defense last 2 or 3 weeks has changed, and we absolutely love it. So from here on forward, I'm going to start one game at a time. Our offensive line, I think, has to take pride in what they represent with our Buffalo Bills. Maybe say something to Brady, like, let's not do any of this cute shit anymore. Rely on us and get behind us and push us forward. We're strong. We got attitude. Let's just do it. My X factor is going to be this offensive line taking over the control over this game and for the rest of the season, where Allen can feel comfortable behind quarterback, tush push. Cook can run the ball up the middle without any worry, and the season's going to take off. So this week, the X factor for the rest of the season is going to be our offensive line establishing their strength, and that's just powering over everybody. Let's go.
I like it. I think the low-hanging fruit here, obviously, is Jimbo. But I think I want to see these wide receivers. I want the balance. I want to see something from these wide receivers. And Shakir is trying to do everything he can do. He's damn near the one on the team right now. He probably is. He probably would be considered. The slot is he's the one in the slot position. But somebody else needs to step up. Somebody needs to do something. I'd love to call it out, but I don't know if Palmer's playing, and I don't know how many snaps Moore is going to get, and I just don't think Keon. I'm done giving Keon the X. So X factor for me, Elijah Moore. Let's get a little more in our lives. How about 70 plus and a touchdown for Elijah? That would make me pretty happy, I think, on the day. Let's go around and do our score predictions. Go ahead, Jerry. What do you got?
So if you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 6-3. I forgot, but Mayfield has come back a couple games and won them. So 23-20, 20-19, 29-27, 38-35, 30-19. They did beat the Niners pretty well. So they're all close games. And that's why I said Mayfield he won't give up on his team. But I think with the injuries and Bills coming off of this sour taste in their mouth, I think it's going to be a 2-score win by the Buffalo Bills. They're playing at home. They're going to bring the energy back home. So we're going to have the Bills Mafia here. I'm going to say it's going to be 35-17 Buffalo Bills.
Ooh, nice. That would be a really nice keg on Tuesday. What do you think, Scoot?
All right, to go off you, Jared. Yes, the Bills Mafia does bring hype, but the Bills have to understand they got to bring their own hype. We've seeing it seems like they're dead on the sideline. So just address that real quick. Be a little more motivated on the sideline. Us Bills fans like to see that kind of stuff. 31-24. I think it will be a closer game. I'll give them 7 points. Right now, the spread is 5.5 at this point in Vegas. So I'll go the over with that with a 7-point win, 31-24. But it will be a nice little redemption from what we saw last week against a tough 6-3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers team.
Nice. I'm not looking for a big score. I'm not looking for 30 plus. I'm looking at a solid win. I'm going 28-17. Buffalo Bills. I want to see some touchdowns and just a good, solid all around performance. Like get us back to a baseline that we can rely on, and go screaming into next week 7-3. You know. Need to start stacking games to try and catch up to the Patriots here. So that's where I'm at with that. Let's see. Lou RQ's in the comments. What's up, Lou? How you doing? He says X Factor, don't force it to Coleman. And he has a score prediction of 21-20. Spartan says 21-17. A lot of close games. Cookie, 35-17. That's what you had, right, Jerry? Yep. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, appreciate you guys, man. There's 975 of you tuning in right now live. Love it so much. It's 9:30 p.m. We are part of the Buff Fan Base Network. Super proud to be. Also sponsored by 26 Shirts. Go to 26shirts.com. See what Dell and the gang got going on. Look good, feel good, donate good, all that good stuff. 26 Shirts. I think we're going to rip around here right on the dot, 9:30, man. Appreciate all you guys. Let's do a little final thought, and then we'll close out your evening. So I haven't made any – I want everybody to know, no sort of picking on Jerry tonight. I stayed right away from it. I'm so glad he's here. So the honor's all yours, Jerry. What is your final thought for this evening's Veteran Day special K-Gun Report?
Yeah, happy Veterans Day, first and foremost. Man, 6-3. Sports wouldn't be fun if there weren't the up and downs. You don't want to be riding up on top the whole time. What's the fun in that, right? So there has been years past where we do struggle in the middle of the season. So I know it's hard when we lose, especially when we lose in the way we did. But you got to remember that ride of up and down, it's at the end, it's going to pay off. And we're going to go back and look over the season, and we're going to be like, oh, yeah, remember when? So just take it for how it is. It's got what are we, 6-3? So we got 8 games left. They'll get going. They'll get going. Josh Allen won't not let that happen. So just have confidence in our team. When you're there this weekend, cheer loud. Enjoy every moment. Go Bills.
Hell yeah, go Bills indeed. Scooter Magooter, what do you got for final thought tonight?
Again, thanks for the prelude of the show, Swang, mentioning our veterans. Cheers to you guys, all that they've served, so we can do this every Tuesday and have our fun on Sunday sessions. Cheers to that. I will say, like Jared said, 8 games left. There's a lot of season left. We would rather have to be figuring out things now than come playoff time. But my other final thought, I wrote it down. Where the heck did I put it? December 7th. We're going to start pushing this event out, guys. December 7th at Dirty Jack's here in Phelps, New York. We are going to have the Finger Lakes Mafia meetup. It's going to be a live stream of the Sunday sessions. It's going to be a watch party. We're going to watch the Bengals game, 425. We'll have a giveaway. We'll have a bunch of stuff going on. There's a beer special, $5 a bucket, not $5, but $5 beer of the Labatt Blue Light. Got good things going on. Again, that's at Dirty Jack's in Phelps, New York. The event will start about 3 o'clock because the game is at 4:25 against the Buccaneers. So keep your eyes out for that. We'll see you then.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to find the poster in the event here. But yeah, come hang out with us at Dirty Jack's for a live in-person event. We're super stoked
Yep.
to be doing that again. We did one at Doug Kemp Bowling last year. It was really fun. Bunch of folks came out. We gave away some stuff. It's good. It's a good deal. It's a good time.
Yeah, we're actually giving away this guy.
Signed
There you go.
Epinesa right there.
Yep, and yes.
Well,
Signed.
that's raffle, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll be a raffle. Yep.
Yeah, but we'll do some t-shirt giveaways and stuff like that as well. I'll have it up for the next show. We're dipping our toe in with it tonight. 989 of you tune in. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, lows, highs, all that stuff. Regardless, man, over halfway through the season. So it's over before you know it. We're rolling into this holiday season. It's going to come and go quick, and then we'll be sitting here February 12th being like, damn it, like it's all over, you know, or we're in Buffalo nursing a hangover. Either way is fine. Just enjoy these times, enjoy the game, you know, pick each other up, try not to be super negative on Twitter. I know it's hard sometimes, but God, it's annoying. So love you guys, man. Have a great night. Go Bills.
Go
Go
Bills.
Bills.
Go